Press on that like button, please, and subscribe if you want to see more videos of that kind. Alright, so how's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well, and it's been some time, but I've got a lot of things to do lately, and I still have to. Today's gaming PC build is a $1,500 PC build, but it's a pre-built one. Why I'm doing that? Well, Fortnite Season 8 Chapter 2 is out now. If there's anyone interested, I'm not that interested anymore. I'm more interested in Valorant Act, I believe 3, something like that. Anyways, if you wanted a gaming PC that can play the game at 240 frames per second while gaming or streaming, I guess you have two pretty solid options you can start with. They are pre-built because, as you know, the GPU market isn't the best right now, and also keep in mind that prices do fluctuate pretty much every time, so please don't get it for a price higher than what we're looking at right now. And let's get to it. Okay, so the first gaming PC is first because it's new to Amazon. It's got a really good price. We're looking at the HP Omen gaming PC. So if you're an HP fan, some people are, has got a Ryzen 5 5600X. It's a 6-core 12-threaded CPU and an RTX 3060 Ti, 16 gigs DDR4 RAM or GB, actually HyperX Fury, and a 512GB Gen 3 SSD. Of course, it's got Windows 10. It's got a 5600X. I just recently added this CPU to my setup or my gaming PC build. I got a GTX 960, by the way. Yeah, I don't have a good GPU, but it gets the job done for me. I only played like Valorant. Anyways, the 5600X is like a really good CPU. I mean, I've been getting like 500 frames per second on Valorant at times. I play it at like 900p. Also, like you can play a lot of games at 240 frames per second. This is a CPU that's pretty much comparable to the 11th gen Intel CPUs. It pretty much brings the same performance. When you compare it to the next gen Intel CPUs, given the leaked benchmarks, give or take how good it will be, it's not that far behind in terms of gaming results. And yeah, this is why I like it so much. It goes for like $272 on Amazon right now. So that's not a cheap CPU at all, and I really just like this CPU. As for the RTX 3060 Ti, it goes on eBay for like, I believe the last time I checked it was 800. Let me just double check. Yeah, pretty much goes for the same, like 850 or something. It's an 8GB GPU, even though 8 gigs nowadays feels like not that much compared to the younger RTX 3060. But hey, it's a really good 1080p GPU that can, not 1080p, also 1440p 4K GPU that can run pretty much any game. 1080p high settings, 1440p high settings. You can even play games like Apex Legends at 240 frames per second. I'm not trolling. So yeah, it's a really good GPU, and you cannot find this GPU on Amazon, at least for like $1,500 in a pre-built gaming PC. So yeah, given the whole package deal, and it's from HP, and it's got RGB RAM, that's a plus, 512GB Gen 3 SSD. You can add an extra hard drive or something if you wanted to. I really find this one of the best $1,500 gaming PCs you can get right now. And next to that, because I know this HP Omen will go out of stock really damn fast, it's the Allied Gaming desktop, I believe Stinger or something. Anyways, this is a PRebuilt PC that I've recommended before to a lot of people. It's got the RX 6700 XT. They bring out really good performance for the money. That's why. I mean, yeah, some say the driver support, but the driver support has been excellent for me with the RX 570. Can run in a game the same performing as something like an RTX 3070, somewhere between a 3060 Ti and a 3070. And it's got 16GB of DDR4 RAM also, a 5600X, which is the same CPU. So the only pretty much noticeable difference in terms of performance, at least, is the difference between the RTX 3060 Ti and the 6700 XT, and it's not that big. But if I were to go with a pre-built gaming PC, I would go with the HP Omen because yeah, it's there and it's got a 3060 Ti. I mean, I love Nvidia GPUs actually. Or if you want to go with AMD, I mean, that's not a bad option at all. I mean, it's like when we were talking numbers, it's actually better performing, you know. So yeah, that's been it, guys. And if you like the video, press on that like button, please. It helps me out a ton. And subscribe to see more videos of that kind. Stay tuned for gaming PC builds. I mean, I wanted to make a gaming PC build about mine, but hey, this will take a lot of time, and I have many now, at least for this month. See you in the next one, and peace.